So Parashat Vaera, unblocking Hashem's voice within. Between Chanukah and Tu B'Shvat, it's usually the hardest time in my midrashah, and I think in general. It's the harshest part of winter. It's cold and wet, and people tend to get sick and low in energy. So now it is the time to hibernate and delve deeply into our innerness, where the divine spark resides. Yet fear and stress shorten our breath. It closes the energy field and blocks us from hearing Hashem's voice within our soul. Parashat Vaera is about opening spiritual blocks that clog up our soul channel from receiving the guidance directly from Hashem. So this meditation is to help us receive Hashem's clues on how to resolve stressful issues and move forward in life by breathing deeply and slowly, and something I hope to work on with you. We open the energy fields. When we clear out the blockages in our channel, the static, we can learn to listen to the Bat Kol, the heavenly voice within. And this will bring us clarity and empower us to make the right decisions in life. So during the Egyptian slavery, the children of Israel were unable to hear about their forthcoming redemption because of the heavy burden of their servitude. And Moshe spoke to the Israelites, but they did not listen to Moshe through anguish of spirit, literally shortness of breath, and through hard service. This is from Shemot 6:9, chapter 6, verse 9. People with shortness of spirit cannot think about anything except how to satisfy their immediate need. They're looking for instant relief alone and do not have the menuchat hanefesh, that's peace of mind, it takes to envision geula or to even yearn for freedom. Obsession with strange work blocks Hashem's voice within. The Midrash explains that Israel could not listen to Moshe because it was hard to separate themselves from the idol worship. Literally in Hebrew, idol worship, avodah zarah, means strange work. So any compulsion to work other than in doing Hashem's mitzvot, that can block our ability to hear the voice of Hashem. And I was just talking to my students earlier today about how compulsive it is to check every message, and how today I was able to, and I pray that I and every one of us will be able to put our priorities right and do the work first, and then postpone listening to every little ping on the WhatsApp until we finish the thing we're in the middle of doing. We don't have to interrupt everything. Usually it's just a little silly thing. It's not important, but it's very addictive. And then it's also addictive. Cleaning can be very addictive. I have this thing that I gotta finish the last dish. I have to recheck my email. I have to, even if it makes me late for something. So we need to learn to pull ourselves away from the obsession with completing each professional or domestic chore needed for something more, to be able to pay attention to something more important. Could be a baby's insistent cry, or it could be an adolescent child who wants to talk about feelings. In each case, we must stop whatever we're in the middle of doing and listen to the voice of Hashem within and ask ourselves, what does Hashem want from me most right now? Listening to the voice of God in the garden. Before eating from the tree, Adam and Chava lived in the Garden of Eden, where they could enjoy its fruits without having to work. They were free to devote themselves completely to listening to the voice of Hashem. But they misused this opportunity, and then it was taken away from them, and human beings was cursed to work by the sweat of his brow in order to earn a living. From then on, humanity became inclined to work excessively to the detriment of being mindful to the voice of God within. We, like the Israelite men in Egypt, who could not hear the words heralding redemption, may miss hearing Hashem's message to us when we're too caught up in our work. The remedy is to spend quality time in nature, listening to the wind, to the birds in the garden. If you have one, I'm very fortunate and thankful. Watching the plant life and butterflies, smelling the flowers and herbs. All this help free ourselves to regain awareness of the divine voice within. And since the expulsion from the garden, through the Egyptian exile and until today, the main challenge of exile is to free our mind from all external matters so we can truly listen to the divine voice within. Sfat Emet urges us to detach ourselves from the emptiness of materialism and free our heart to listen to the words of Hashem. The Israelites' inability to listen was due to literally being short of spirit, kotzer ruach, and preoccupied with hard work. The word for spirit, ruach, can also mean wind or breath. When we're stressed, anxious, or worried about money, health, or whatever the future may hold, our breath unconsciously begins to shorten, providing less oxygen to the limbs of our body. When we breathe quickly, with shortness of breath, we literally close ourselves up to the world, to our beloved family, friends, and to the divine voice within. This constraint could cause increased worry and anxiety. Many scientific students prove the correlation between stress and various illnesses. To break the vicious circle, we need to take a break from all this work and all this stress and practice taking long and deep breaths, allowing Hashem's life-giving energy to penetrate our entire being. Through relaxed, elongated breathing, we can open ourselves to get back in touch with the voice of the Shekhinah and the Bat Kol that perpetually communicates with our soul. Hashem breathed a living soul into the nostrils of the first human being. Since then, we have a divine soul and spirit. Our entire being and all our actions need to be permeated with our soul, our inner life force. Excessive involvement in material pursuits for their own sake without elevating them to serve the spirit is what defines kotzer ruach, shortness of breath, so damaging for our innate life force. Being short of breath stems from exile mentality and lack of emunah. The meditation below, with Hashem's help, counteracts the kotzer ruach, shortness of breath, caused by the various anxiety and stress syndromes of our times. Long and deep breathing will help us in opening ourselves up to listen and getting in touch with the divine voice within. So make yourself ready. Sit comfortable in your chair with your back straight. Always breathe through your nose and try to concentrate on the soft sound of your breath. A steam-like sound similar to making a sound with your mouth closed. Concentrating on the sound will make it easier to focus and prevent you from thinking about other things. This gives your mind a rest, making the meditation technique more effective and contributes greatly to its stress-relieving effect. If any extraneous thoughts emerge, just allow them to pass through you one by one. get ready to practice the complete breath, where you open up your entire diaphragm, torso, and the top section of your lungs to fully expand. Place your hands on your belly, like this, and breathe out all the way, trying not to slouch forward. Tighten your belly muscles to get as much air out as possible. And now begin inhaling from the bottom up, letting your belly muscles relax so the air appears to fill your belly. As your belly relaxes, you feel your diaphragm expanding fully, allowing oxygen into the entire lower section of your lungs. Continue to breathe in and feel the air filling the center of your torso. Allow your ribs to expand sideways. While you continue to inhale, imagine the muscles between your ribs stretching so that your ribs expand in all directions, not just forward. Lift the chest and collarbone up while still inhaling. Breathe in a little more and feel the air filling the very top sections of your lungs. Although the complete breath is described as a three-part separate process, it should be done in a smooth, continuous rhythm, with each part smoothly following the other. Try to avoid any jerky movements. Do not hold your breath, but gently start to breathe out slowly from the top down. Exhaling is a more passive affair, except for the third stage when the stomach is pushed in slightly. Just allow the collarbone, the chest, and the ribs to relax. The air will flow out automatically. Let your ribs contract, emptying all the air from the area of your torso. Finally, tighten your belly and push the stomach in slightly to expel any remaining air in the lungs. Do not hold your breath at the end of the cycle. It's impossible to breathe in and out it is important to breathe in and out for approximately the same length of time. Most of us naturally exhale longer than we inhale. In a complete breath, you're counteracting that tendency and breathing more evenly. Let's try to repeat this complete breath a few times. Okay, so we breathe out all the air from this belly, pushing in the belly, and now breathe in from the top, like your throat. Move the breath as you keep inhaling to your thymus, your diaphragm, your lungs. Make the rib expand all the way down into your belly. Fill it up completely. And now breathe out gradually by letting go. Push in there, pull in your stomach. Let the air go out from above your stomach, your lungs, your diaphragm, top of your lungs, and finish with the top of your throat. One more time. Perhaps you could do it in your own rhythm. One more time. Start by inhaling from your stomach and keep filling it and bring it up, up, up. Okay, when we have more time on your own, you can practice that complete breath. That is so important. Exhale through the complete breath while imagining bursting the balloon of your stressful. So here's something else that you could do. Sorry, with the complete breath. You can practice the complete breath in a way to dissolve stress syndromes. Begin inhalation in a complete breath while focusing on one of the issues that stresses you the most. And then exhale through the complete breath. Let's try it first. Inhale, think about an issue that stresses you. Start inhaling from down to up. Thinking about what stresses you. And now exhale from up to down as you, while imagining bursting a balloon of your stressful issue. Inhale again through the complete breath while imagining Hashem's light entering into your stressful issue. Exhale through the complete breath while imagining dissolving your stressful issue completely. And this may take a little more practice, and maybe I did it a bit too quick, so you can try to repeat in your own way, in your own time, with the complete breath together with a stressful issue to burst it. After having practiced the complete breath in this manner for several minutes, which we don't have time for now, allow yourself to breathe naturally for as long as you can. Notice how your breathing has become slower and deeper. You will now enter a silent meditative state that facilitates you listening to Hashem's voice within. Now ask Hashem, what is blocking a particular issue that stresses me out the most? And here you insert your particular issue from being 100% open to healing. Keep breathing naturally while opening yourself to really hear the divine voice answering your question within your soul. And this is good to do also on Shabbat when we do have more time. Hashem gave us the Shabbat to abstain from work, to really allow ourselves to listen within, to take that time to just be more mindful and stop all the other work that we're doing. So